we begin with some breaking news. It is a first in U.S. history. Just days before being sworn in as the 47th president of the United States, Donald Trump will be sentenced in Manhattan criminal court. Alice Gaynor has covered this hush money trial, and she is here now with more on the sentencing that is set for January 10th, which is next Friday already. And I understand that what the judge said is the president-elect doesn't necessarily need to be there in person. Is that correct?
That's right. He's saying he has the option. He can either appear virtually or in person, but he will have to decide by Sunday. Judge Juan Merchan also indicated he was not going to sentence the president-elect to jail time. A spokesperson for Trump released a statement saying, in part, there should be no sentencing. You may remember on May 30th, a jury found Trump guilty of 34 counts of falsifying business records in the first degree. That's related to a $130,000 so-called hush money payment Trump's then attorney made to adult film star Stormy Daniels in the days before the 2016 election. This carried a sentence of up to 4 years behind bars, probation, or fines. But the judge in his ruling said a sentencing of an unconditional discharge seems to be the most viable option. So essentially, no punishment. But Trump is still a convicted felon. Sentencing was originally scheduled for July, but there were multiple delays. One reason, the U.S. Supreme Court's decision on presidential immunity. In his 18-page ruling, the judge wrote, quote, "This court finds that presidential immunity from criminal process for a sitting president does not extend to a president-elect." The Manhattan DA's office, Christine, declined to comment.
But if I do remember correctly, Alice, prosecutors did suggest to the judge, well, maybe we just hold off sentencing until after his term as president. But clearly the judge did not agree with that.
Yeah, so in his ruling, the judge mentioned that, and he said it seemed to be a better idea because he needs to sentence him within a reasonable amount of time after the verdict. That's why he wants to do this now. He also noted that a defendant needs to be able to be permitted to make every available appeal, Christine, and that's something that he can't do until he is sentenced.
Absolutely, and that's clearly something that we do have on the horizon here.
Next Friday.
Exactly.
But we're waiting to see. He has not indicated. I reached out to his spokesperson. Will he be there? Will it be virtual? So waiting to see.
Okay, Alice, thank you. Great information there in this breaking story. And of course, we will have continuing coverage of the sentencing for President-elect Trump with updates streaming on CBS News New York. Look for all of our reporting on his hush money trial on our website, cbsnewyork.com.